And hello again, everyone, and welcome today to Arcadia High School. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage of Saguaro Sabercats varsity baseball, the final game in the Scottsdale Spring Training Invitational. And Saguaro on the road tonight to take on the Arcadia Titans. Saguaro comes in at 17-2-1. They're winners of 14 in a row. And Arcadia sits at 13-3 on the season. They lost their last game on Thursday at Notre Dame Prep. Austin Anderson, the leadoff hitter for Saguaro. And swings and misses there. The count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. And now the line of the 1-2 to Anderson. That's bounced in there, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The lineup pretty much the same for the Sabercats as Anderson leads off. Zach Gibbons will bat second and play center field. Hitting third is the first baseman, Chris Ackman. Brandon Demarest behind the plate. He'll bat fourth. The number 5 hitter is the right fielder, Kyle Young. Matt Morris, the shortstop, bats sixth. And we'll get you the rest after the 2-2. Anderson with a swing and a miss. The ball dropped, but a throw to first base is in time. It's a strikeout. And 2-3 on the putout. That's the first down of the ball game, and it brings up Zach Gibbons. But to get through the rest of the Sabercat order, then Reed Austin is the number 7 hitter, and he's the DH tonight. John Nimp starts at third base and bats 8th, and Ben Tingley hits 9th and plays second base. A breaking ball to Zach Gibbons outside for ball 1. Alan Frank starts tonight for the Arcadia Titans. And the wind and the 1-0 pitch. That's fouled off. And it goes to the backstop, and the count is 1-1. 1 out, base is empty, just underway, top of the first inning from Arcadia. And the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, that's up and in, 2 balls and a strike. And Gibbons back in there and ready again as Frank goes to the line, and the 2-1 pitch. And that's a line drive and a base hit out to left field, and it's going to get past the left fielder and go all the way to the fence. Gibbons on his way to second base, and he's in at second with a 1-out double. So a double for Gibbons, and the Sabercats get a runner in scoring position here in the first inning. The batter will be Chris Ackman. Get you the defense here for the Titans as Tim Jansen starts in left field. Brendan Satran is in center, and Andrew Naderer in right field. First pitch on the way to Ackman outside for ball 1. The infield for the Titans, Drew Butler's at third base, Michael Roberts is the shortstop, Colton Sanchez at second base, and Mike Scannell at first. And the catcher is Eddie Lyon. And Frank steps off. Ready again here as he sets in the 1-0 pitch. And a fly ball hangs up in left field, and a catch made out there and left by Jansen for the second out. Now Ackman not able to make real good contact there, or didn't get all of it by any means.
Now batting for the Sabercats, catcher number 18, Brandon Demarest.
Now with 2 away, the batter is Brandon Demarest. Sabercats have had big first innings a lot this week, as they scored 6 times in the first inning today in their earlier game as Demarest takes low and away for a ball. Sabercats scored 6 in the top of the first inning, or the bottom of the first rather, added another one in the bottom of the second, and cruised to a 7-1 win over Bradshaw Mountain as the fastball is high and it's 2-0. That win for Saguaro gave them their 17th win of the season and their 14th straight. Check back to second. Now the 2-0 pitch. And Demarest taps one softly to Frank, who fields and throws to first base. And the Sabercats are turned away in the first inning. No runs.
On
a 1-out double. The runner left at second base after a half inning of play. It's Saguaro nothing, and Arcadia coming up. Brendan Satran, the leadoff hitter for Arcadia in the bottom of the first inning, as Alan Madsen takes the mound for the Sabercats. His first pitch misses outside for a ball. Now the line and the 1-0 pitch. And that's outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Michael Roberts will follow for the Titans. Then Drew Butler will bat third. As the next one is high, 3-0. So Santran, Roberts, Butler. Mike Scannell hits fourth. Thomas Shellhart, the DH, bats fifth. Colton Sanchez, the second baseman, bats sixth. As the 3-0 pitch is outside for ball 4. 4-pitch walk to start the ball game, or at least to start the bottom of the first inning in Arcadia's half of the first.
Shortstop number 9, Michael Roberts.
And Brendan Satran, a guy you want to keep off the bases. He's stolen 23 bases in 24 tries. The left-hander Madsen will try to neutralize him here as the pitch to Roberts is above the belt, but called a strike. And it's 0-1. Bottom third of the order for the Titans. Tim Jansen, the left fielder, bats 7th. Andrew Nader in right bats 8th. And the catcher Eddie Lyon bats 9th. There's a step and a throw to first base and the runner back. Now the set for Madsen. He's going to step and throw to first base again. And I think there was a tag applied as the runner got back ahead of the toss over there. Madsen sets, big leg kick this time, and that pitch a called strike. Looked like he might have elevated the pitch even more than the first one. But Madsen jumps ahead of Roberts, no balls and 2 strikes. No score, bottom of the first inning. As Madsen's ready again, a kick, the runner goes, the throw to first, and then Ackman not able to send it to second base, as I don't know if the middle infielders were slow to get over there or if he didn't have a good grip on the baseball. But it is a stolen base. The 24th of the season for Satran in the 17th game of the season. Now swinging a foul ball as Roberts gets a piece of the pitch. Satran at second, and nobody out here in the bottom of the first. The 0-2 pitch. Outside, maybe a little bit high, and the count's 1-2. Check of the runner at second, the 1-2. And a swing and a miss on a ball down in the dirt. Demers steps in front of the bag and throws on to, in front of the plate rather, throws to first base. So a strikeout, 2-3 put out of Roberts is the first out in the Titans' first inning, and the batter is Drew Butler.
Now batting third baseman, number 18, Drew Butler.
And Arcadia coming off a loss on Thursday as they were beaten by Notre Dame. As the runner goes on the first pitch, they throw to third base, not in time. And so Satran gets to third base. Stolen base number 25. It's almost a situation where he gets on base, and even if it's just a walk or a single, he's going to end up at third before things are over with. So the pitch is fouled away by Butler, and the count 1-1. Anyway, there's a big matchup on Thursday night with Arcadia and Notre Dame. As the next one is bounced in there, 2 balls and a strike. Arcadia lost that game to Notre Dame by a score of 6-3, and they were down 6-1 in going into the 7th inning. They scored a couple of times, ended up bringing the tying run to the plate, and I think got the tying run on first base, in fact, but couldn't push home any more runs. As the next one catches the outside corner, it's a strike to Butler, and it's 2-2. Runner at third base and 1 out in the bottom of the first, no score. And Madsen with the 2-2. And a breaking ball swung on and missed. So a couple of strikeouts. Madsen trying to pitch around a leadoff walk, and now will face Mike Scannell.
First baseman, number 11, Mike Scannell.
Fastball from Madsen high for ball one. And a breaking ball. Called strike as that one ends up near the outside corner. The set for Madsen and the 1-1 pitch. That's on the outside corner, a strike, and it's 1-2. Thomas Shellhart next for the Titans. The 1-2. That's high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sabercats defensively, Anderson, Gibbons, and Young in the outfield. Nimps and Morris on the left side of the infield. Tingley and Ackman on the right. Demarest catching for Madsen. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, that's outside, and it's 3-2. Now the set. And the 3-2 is swung on and missed. Scannell strikes out, so Madsen walks the leadoff hitter and then strikes out 3 in a row to end the Arcadia first. After 1, there's no score. 5, 6, and 7 for the Sabercats in the second as Kyle Young takes the first pitch for strike 1. It's Young, Morris, and Austin for Saguaro in the second. And a little different atmosphere in the ball game here as the Sabercats do not jump out to an early lead after a big first inning. And as expected, probably got a ball game on their hands here tonight with the Arcadia Titans, a team that hopes to challenge for a 4A2 state title this year. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Alan Frank, the starter for Arcadia, no record on the season. He does have 1 save, a 2.40 earned run average. The 1-2 pitch. Out in front, ball yanked foul on the first base side. Will stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Frank has thrown 11 2/3 innings, allowed 8 hits, only 1 walk, and he's got 8 strikeouts. He's also hit a batter. That's coming into today's ball game. Gave up a base hit and got a strikeout in the first inning of work. Nice breaking balls. That catches the outside corner. Young frozen there as he is called out on strikes, and there's 1 away.
Now batting number 6.
1 out for
Matt Morris.
And the first pitch, a fastball high for ball 1. Frank to the line and the 1-0 pitch. That's high, 2 balls and no strikes. Base is empty with 1 out in the top of the second, no score. Frank with a 2-0 pitch. And that's a called strike, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. And a line drive out to center field. That's down in front of the center fielder Satran, and a 1-out single for Matt Morris. So Morris aboard at first base, and the batter is Reed Austin.
Designated hitter number 15, Reed Austin.
Saguaro playing their 12th game in 13 days, including a couple of region games thrown in earlier in the week as Austin swings and misses for a strike. Things kind of settle down, though, once this tournament is over, as Saguaro won't play more than 3 games in a week the rest of the regular season, barring any sort of rain games or anything like that. As Austin takes outside, kind of a half pitch out there as Arcadia was maybe guessing Morris was going to take off. A ball and a strike with one on and one out. Another one outside there. 2 balls and a strike. But Saguaro will host Campo Verde on Tuesday. They'll be on the road next Thursday in Cave Creek to take on Cactus Shadows. Turn and a throw to first base. The runner dives back ahead of the tag. No score, top of the second inning from Arcadia. Going to get cool here tonight once that sun gets down. It is breezy. The 2-1, that's foul back, out of play. And the count's 2 balls and 2 strikes. John Demps next for the Sabercats. Throw to first base. And again, the runner back. Arcadia may not be worried as much about Morris running, but they want to try to keep him close to first to give him a chance to get a force at second on a ground ball as the off-speed pitch bounces in there. 3 balls and 2 strikes, so now Sabercats may go ahead and send Morris with a full count and 1 out. Arcadia hoping for a strike him out, throw him out, double play. See if Frank throws over to first. He does not. The runner stays put, and the pitch is low for ball 4. So Austin walks, and that moves Morris to second base. First walk of the ball game surrendered by Alan Frank, and just his second walk of the season. And that's over 13 innings worth of work.
Now batting, number 12, John Nimitz.
Now John Demps with 2 aboard and 1 out, top of the second inning, no score. And a fastball from Frank is high for ball 1. Frank threw an inning on Thursday in that game against Notre Dame as Demps pops out and up. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runner's going to be waved around and will score. It's an RBI base hit for John Demps, and Saguaro leads 1-0. Just a little excuse me swing there, and Demps gets a little bit of a lucky break there as he finds the outfield. It'll go as a solid single in the book, though, and the run is in for Saguaro as Austin goes to second. Demps aboard at first base, and the batter is Ben Tingley. So 1-0 Sabercats, top of the second inning. And the first one at Tingley high for a ball. Anyway, I was saying that Frank pitched an inning in that game against Notre Dame. 1 inning, no runs and no hits. 2 strikeouts, and he hit a batter. Only threw 13 pitches in his appearance on Thursday, as the count is a ball and a strike. Now the set of the pitch. Oh, and Tingley not able to pull the bat back in time there as he goes after the pitch, at least according to the plate umpire, enough of an offer at it to be rung up for that second strike. So 1-2 the count. 2 aboard and 1 out, a run in for the Sabercats. The set from Frank and the 1-2 pitch. And a breaking ball, that's high, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Set again. Now the 2-2. Boy, that one's over the head of Tingley, off the glove of the catcher line, and the runners will move up a base each. That's a wild pitch as Austin goes to third and Nimps to second. And the count now 3-2 on the number 9 hitter, Ben Tingley. Austin Anderson, the leadoff man, on deck for Saguaro. Sabercats lead at 1-0, and now a couple of runners in scoring position and a chance to add to the total. The set and the 3-2. Breaking ball down and gets away from line, but not far enough for the runner to try to come in. It's a walk to load the bases. So after a strikeout start of the inning, Saguaro goes single walk, RBI single walk. They've got the bases loaded with one out and a run in. They lead 1-0, and the batter is Austin Anderson.
Left fielder number 21, Austin Anderson.
Anderson in, batting from the left side. He struck out to start the ball game. And he takes the first pitch high and outside for ball one. A golden chance here for Saguaro to really add to it. Leading 1-0 in the top of the second, the 1-0 pitch. That's over the outside corner, a strike, and it's 1-1. Bases loaded and one out here in the top of the second. A run in for the Sabercats. The set from Frank. And the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball. Boy, the left fielder, Jansen, never saw it. He's not going to get to it, and it's going to bounce between the outfielders and go to the fence. 2 runs are going to come in as Anderson is stopped at second base. 2-run double for Austin Anderson, and Saguaro leads 3-0. Yeah, when that ball came off the bat, looked like it might be a catchable baseball, but Jansen was standing flat-footed. He never saw it.
Fielder number 3, Zach Gibbons.
And by the time he did and tried to recover, the ball got past him and went all the way to the fence. Now Zach Gibbons. And Gibbons takes a breaking ball for a strike. Zach with a double, his first time up. 2 in scoring position with 1 out, 3 across in the inning for Saguaro. And the 0-1 pitch. And a breaking ball. That swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. And Zach's still a good 2-strike hitter, so his at-bat not over by any means here as Frank tries to get him to the 0-2. Oh, and that hit him on the breaking ball. Gibbons aboard at first base, hit by the pitch. That reloads the bases, and the batter is Chris Ackman. First, we get a timeout from the Arcadia dugout. Playing the top of the second, Saguaro leads 3-0. Chris Ackman at the plate for the Sabercats, and he takes a breaking ball for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. It's bounced in there, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. That's inside. 2 balls and a strike. And next one, a called strike. And it's 2-2. Set and a 2-2 pitch. And a ground ball foul outside of third. The set, the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. So Ackman strikes out. There's 2 away in the inning, and the batter is Brandon Demarest.
Number 18, Brandon Demarest.
Demarest takes the first one high for ball 1. The next pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes. Bases loaded with 2 away, 3 across in the inning. For Saguaro, they lead 3-0. Now the 2-0 pitch. And that ball yanked down the left field line. If it's fair, It's gone, and it is a grand slam for Brandon Demarest. He stood by the plate because he didn't know if it was going to be fair or not. The third baseman, Butler, is talking about it. He thought it was foul, and now Ken Rudolph, the Arcadia head coach, is going to come out of the dugout. Demarest making his way around, and now we'll see. It'd be hard-pressed to overturn it here, but it's a grand slam for Brandon Demarest. Well, all of, at least a few of the Arcadia fans and the players talking about it. And boy, the play is going to stand. So a grand slam for Brandon Demarest. That clears the bases. And the Sabercats have scored 7 times in the second inning. And the batter will be Kyle Young. First pitch, a fastball. Kyle Young takes high. And this one popped up. This will get back out of play. One ball and one strike to count on Young. Pitch foul back as that one goes to the backstop, and it counts 1-2. Ground ball, and that's inside the bag at first. It'll roll all the way down to the corner. Young's going to head for second base. He's going to turn it on now as he gets around second. He'll try for third, no throw. It's a stand-up triple for Kyle Young. Fifth hit of the inning. And the fourth extra base hit of the day for Saguaro. And now a ground ball. That's down the third base line, but foul. And cat calls from the Arcadia side that the umpire got that one right. And that ball smacked back up the middle and into center field. An RBI base hit brings in run number 8 of the inning and the ball game as Young scores. 8-0 Saguaro. Timeout again from the Arcadia dugout. And we get a break playing in the top of the second inning. 8-0 Saguaro. Arcadia goes to the bullpen as Reed Austin is at the plate. The ball gets away and the runner goes to second base. So the first one a ball to Reed Austin. And the next pitch is low. 2 balls and no strikes on Austin with Morris at second base. 2 outs in the inning. And ball grounded foul. Third base side, they count 2-1. An update for Arcadia. They were 13-3 coming into the day. That's the record that I have. That's the stats that I have through the first 16 games. But I had forgotten they had actually played earlier today as Austin puts a ball into center field. That's a base hit. Runner going to be waved around, and scoring on the play is Matt Morris, an RBI base hit for Reed Austin, and it's 9-0 Sabercats. But not only did Arcadia play earlier today, but they were beaten earlier today as they lost 6-5 to the Higley Knights from Gilbert. And so Arcadia drops to 13-4 on the season. And now a fly ball out to center field. I don't think center fielder saw that ball off the bat. Santran late reacting to that one, and John Nimps has a base hit. And the hits just continue here for Saguaro. That is their 10th base hit of the day, or just of this game, of course, as they played earlier. So 2 on and 2 out. That's a 9-run inning as the pitch to Tingley misses for ball 1. Pitch on the inside corner, and it's 1-1. And a breaking ball across for a strike, and it's 1-2. Well, Saguaro got their big inning. It just it wasn't in the first here in this game. It was in inning number 2. As I said, they'd had big innings, big first innings, particularly in the last couple of days, as that pitch is low, and it's 2-2. Brandon Demarest with a grand slam earlier in the inning, part of a 9-run, 9-hit second inning. And the next pitch high, and it's 3-2. 5 straight hitters have reached base safely by the base hit as that pitch is outside, and it's ball 4. Tingley walks to reload the bases for the Sabercats, and the batter is Austin Anderson.
Left fielder number 21, Austin Anderson.
The 15th guy to come to the plate in the ball game for Saguaro. He takes a strike on the inside corner. 9-0 Saguaro batting in the top of the second. And a hard smash, snared by the second baseman. Then he throws low, but got enough on the throw to retire Anderson and finally end the top of the second inning. Saguaro scores 9 times, and after an inning and a half, they lead 9-0. Thomas Shellhard leads off for the Titans in the second and takes a strike from Alan Madsen. The 0-1 pitch. That's outside. Off the glove of Demarest, it goes to the backstop, and the count's 1-1. And a slow tapper on a breaking ball. That's fielded by Ackman. He'll toss to Madsen, covering at first base. The PFP results in the first out. And the batter is Colton Sanchez.
Second baseman number 6, Colton Sanchez.
First one fouled off on the first base side. The 0-1. It's on the outside corner, a strike, and it's 0-2. Just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. I was looking up at the scoreboard going with what they had, 9 runs and 10 hits. It's actually, I think, 9 runs and 9 hits, as that one is fouled out of play on the first base side. So the Titans actually riding now a 2-game losing streak as the 1-2 is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and they're in danger of making it 3 losses in a row unless they can mount a monumental comeback here. And there's still a lot of innings left, potentially anyway. As that ball is tapped foul at the plate, and we're still 2-2. 1 out, base is empty, bottom of the 2nd inning. Arcadia trailing Saguaro 9-0. Madsen to the line of the 2-2. It's outside with a breaking ball, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Just missed it outside for ball 4. Sanchez aboard at first base for Tim Jansen.
Now batting for the Titans, number 2, left fielder, Tim Jansen.
And just looking back through the scorebook again, and there's no errors for Arcadia, so there's not really anything that's even been a scorer's decision, as breaking ball to Jansen is way outside for ball 1. And so I'm pretty convinced here. Try to count it up again, but pretty convinced it's 9 runs and 9 hits. Not that it matters. I mean, the 9 runs is what counts, as it's now 2-0 on Jansen. Madsen had a long break in the top of the 2nd inning when Saguaro sent 15 to the plate, scoring 9 times. Gave up a leadoff walk in the 1st, but then struck out 3 in a row. Now in the 2nd, a ground out but a walk, and now 2-0 the count on the next hitter, Jansen. And a pitch foul out of play on the 3rd base side as that one gets over the Sabercat dugout and out to the parking lot. Saguaro playing their 7th game in 6 days. A pitch at the knees for a strike. And it's 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. And a breaking ball swung on and missed. And Jansen strikes out. That's out number 2 in the Titans' 2nd inning, and the batter is Andrew Naderer.
Right fielder, number 10, Andrew Naderer.
And a breaking ball to Naderer on the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. It just misses outside, and it's 1-1. 2 outs and a runner at first. Home half of the 2nd inning. Arcadia trailing Saguaro 9-0. And the 1-1. That got a piece of Naderer, and he'll head to first base. Just got him on the pant leg. So 2 on and 2 out for the number 9 hitter, the catcher Eddie Lyon. And the first one near the outside corner, a called strike. The 0-1 swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. Boy, Naderer with a huge secondary lead over there at first base. I don't know if Saguaro wants to mess with him here. Obviously, if Madsen gets a strike right now, it doesn't matter. The 0-2. Oh, a plate umpire started to raise up, but stopped himself. The pitch was high, and the count's 1-2. The set and the 1-2 pitch. Bounced in there and picked up on a skip by Demarest, and the count goes to 2-2. 9-0 Saguaro. Arcadia batting in the bottom of the second inning. We'll look back to second, the 2-2 pitch. Outside corner, near it anyway for a called third strike. Second strikeout of the inning, the 5th of the ball game for Alan Madsen, and through 2, Arcadia still trails Saguaro 9-0. 2, 3, and 4 in the order for Saguaro in the top of the third inning as Zach Gibbons starts it off. Took the first one for a ball. The 1-0 pitch bounces in, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Gibbons, Ackman, and Demarest for Saguaro in the third. Gibbons with a double in the first, hit by a 0-2 pitch in the second, and he takes a strike now. It's 2 balls and a strike. Ball foul out of play down the right side. It's 2-2. Zane Stordo, the pitcher for Arcadia. And that's high. And it's 3-2. The line for Arcadia starter Alan Frank, an inning and 2/3, 7 hits, 9 runs all earned. There's a swing and a miss. As Gibbons strikes out for the first out here in the third inning, and that brings up Chris Ackman. But 7 hits, 9 runs all earned for Frank. And 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a hit batter. And Ackman hits one right back up the middle. That's into center field. Didn't miss the pitcher by very much, and it's a 1-out base hit. First of the day, first of the game anyway, for Chris Ackman. And that is base hit number 10 for Saguaro. Now 1 on and 1 out for Brandon Demarest. The first one bounced in there for a ball, blocked by Lyon. Saguaro leads Arcadia 9-0 in the third. Pitch outside, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. A little bit high, 3 balls and no strikes. Stordo with the pitch, and that hit right back up the middle, just over the shoulder of the pitcher Stordo, and a base hit as Demarest had the green light on 3-0. And that puts 2 aboard with 1 out. Teddy Rubin will run as the courtesy runner. He'll head to first base, and the batter will be Kyle Young. First one, a Young outside for a ball. Kyle called out on the strikes to start the second, but then tripled and scored later in the inning. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and a strike. 2 aboard with 1 out, top of the third. Arcadia leading. Make it Saguaro leading, I beg your pardon. They're up 9-0. The 1-1. A breaking ball, that's low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Swung on, that's fouled off. And it counts 2-2. And a swing and a foul tip. That's into the glove, and Kyle Young strikes out. There's 2 away in the inning, and the batter is Matt Morris.
Now batting for the Sabercats, number 6, Matt Morris.
And a breaking ball. That's going to bounce in and get away from Lyon, and Ackman will go to third, Rubin to second. And now 2 in scoring position. Another pitch low, 2 balls and no strikes. Morris with a single and a run early in the second, then an RBI single and another run later in the second. Sabercats scored 9 times. A 2-0 pitch hit on the ground, and that's wide of the bag at third. Okay, now 2-1 on Matt Morris. Rita Austin next for the Sabercats. Saguaro up 9-0, hitting in the top of the third. On track to win their 15th game in a row. The 2-1. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. Sordo looking in, now sets the 3-1 pitch, is outside, and that's ball 4. And that will load the bases as Morris goes to first, and the batter is Reed Austin. Austin laces one out to left field, and this one hits off the wall. And 2 runs will come in as Austin doubles home a couple of runs, and Saguaro leads 11-0. Arcadia with a pitching change as Alex Reynolds takes over for the Titans, and his first one to John Nimps on the inside corner, a strike. The 0-1. Near the inside corner, a strike, and it's 0-2. Nimps with an RBI single and a run scored early in the first, an single rather later, as the 0-2 is bounced in there. Right at the plate, 1-2. Let me try that over for Nimps. An RBI single early in the second inning. He scored a run, and then another single later in the second inning. So 2 for 2. And he bats here with a couple of runners in scoring position. 2 outs in the top of the third. 11-0 Sabercats. Reynolds with the 1-2 pitch. Nimps lays off. They'll appeal. He did not go around. The count is 2-2. Morris at third, Austin at second. The 2-2 pitch. That's bounced in. That'll get away, and that'll get a run in for Saguaro as Morris scores on the wild pitch. It's now a 3-run third inning. It's 12-0 Sabercats. And the count 3-2 on John Nimps. The 3-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. The ball gets away, though. That's going to get another run in as Nimps is aboard at first base. Strikeout and a wild pitch. And now the ball gets away, and Nimps is going to get to second and now to third. Another run in. It's a 4-run third inning. It's 13-0. And Nimps gets himself all the way to third base. It's the first error of the ball game charged to the Titans. And the batter, Ben Tingley. Tingley takes strike 1.
Second baseman, number 1, Ben Tingley.
Saguaro with 9 runs in the second. They follow it up with 4 so far in the third. That's at the knees for a strike. And it's 0-2. The 2-strike pitch. Off the end of the bat on a fly ball into shallow center field. Santran coming in. And he puts it away for the final out in the third inning. As Reynolds does a decent job. He got a strikeout, but a wild pitch allowed the runner to reach, and then a fly out to end the inning. It's a 4-run third for Saguaro, and after 2.5, the Sabercats lead 13-0. Top of the order for the Titans, and Brendan Santran swings and misses for a strike. The 0-1 pitch on the outside corner, a strike, and it's 0-2. Santran, Roberts, and Butler scheduled for the Titans. The 0-2 is outside, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play on the first base side. Santran walked in the first, stole second, and stole third. And misses 2-2. I mentioned he was 23 out of 24. That was coming into today. He did have a stolen base in the Higley game this morning. So he's got 26 now. Not going to get one in this at-bat as he strikes out swinging for the first out.
Shortstop, number 9, Michael Roberts.
Strikeout number 6 for Alan Madsen, and now he'll face Michael Roberts. First pitch to Roberts, low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Madsen winds the 1-1 pitch. That's outside and high. 2 balls and a strike. 13-0. Saguaro leads Arcadia. The line to the 2-1. And that one's fouled to the backstop. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Madsen winds the 2-2 pitch. At the knees, strike 3 called, and that's strikeout number 7 for Madsen. 2 away in the inning. And the batter is Drew Butler.
Titans, number 19, Julian Conradson.
And instead, Butler is called back, and a pinch hitter, Julian Conradson. And a swing and a miss for a strike. Conradson, a .250 hitter with a triple and an RBI. Takes that pitch for a strike. That's a couple of big outs to start the third inning. Santran, a .478 hitter. Roberts hitting .433. Pitch tails away for a ball. It's 1-2. The wide and the 1-2 pitch. And that swung on and missed. Conradson, the pinch hitter, can't connect. And Madsen strikes out the side in the third. After 3, it's 13-0. Austin Anderson starts it off for Saguaro in the fourth. Top of the order for the Sabercats. Anderson, Gibbons, and Ackman scheduled to hit. This pitch is low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. The line from Reynolds, the 2-0. Fastball, it's high. 3 balls and no strikes. Julian Conradson stays in the ballgame for the Titans and goes to left field. That pushes Tim Jansen from left field into third base. The pitch across for a strike, and it's 3-1. And the 3-1. On the outside corner, near it anyway. Austin Anderson tossed the bat away, but he'll come back and get a chance to swing the bat here. And the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4.
Center fielder number 3, Zach Gibbons.
Anderson at first base for Zach Gibbons. And Gibbons fouls the pitch out of play on the right side for strike 1. Reynolds no record on the season, just 1 inning pitched. He allowed 2 earned runs, so a 14 ERA, 4 hits and a strikeout in that inning of work. It's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. The set and the 0-2. A breaking ball, that's bounced in and rolled a little bit away from line, but Anderson, who started towards second, stops. The set. And the pitch outside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch off the handle of the bat and fouled out of play. Two and two the count here as Reynolds sets and delivers. And a fly ball hit out to right field. Naderer there. He's got it for the first out here in the 4th.
Number 24, Chris Aikman.
Chris Ackman. And Ackman hits a ball out to left center field. Santrin looks up, no chance here. And that one is gone. A 2-run home run. Anderson scores. Ackman coming around. He'll touch the plate, and it's 15-0. Brandon Demarest takes the first pitch high for a ball. And the next pitch low, and it's 2-0. Sabercats in a position to maybe end this one early. Arcadia is going to get a chance to hit twice more at least, though. And that ball down the left field line, but foul. Next one bounced in, 3 balls and a strike. And a ground ball hit hard out to short, picked up there on a nice play by the shortstop Roberts, and a throw on to first base is in time. And that's the second out here in the 4th inning. The batter is actually a pinch hitter. It'll be Michael Benson to bat.
Now batting for the Sabercats, number 10, Michael Benson.
So Benson at the plate. And he pops one foul over on the first base side. Twelfth game in 13 days for Saguaro. This is our first year full-time with the Sabercats. We picked up the semifinal and championship game last year for Saguaro. Also saw them when they played Notre Dame Prep last year over at Scottsdale Stadium. But we got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit here. The players obviously get the work done, but they really have to manage a pitching staff to get through 12 games in 13 days for a high school baseball team. Next one fouled off on the right side, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. It helps that the offense has been so good, putting up a lot of big numbers, takes pressure off the hitters for sure, and allows them to takes pressure off the pitchers. I might have said the hitters there, but a ball back up the middle into center field. Benson with a base hit. Second hit of the inning for the Sabercats. And the batter will be Turner Lace as the Sabercats start to clear the bench here in the 4th. So Lace bats for Matt Morris.
Now batting for Saguaro, number 20, Turner Lace.
Anyway, it takes some of the pressure off the pitchers as Lace hits a ground ball over to third. Boy, Jansen misplays the ball there as he was backing up from the get-go. Instead of coming in to trying to get that ball, he backs up, and that'll be an E5. Now Brandon Allen will bat.
Now batting number 16, Brandon Allen.
First one to Allen, a ball. 2 on, 2 out, 2 runs in for the Sabercats in the 4th. They lead 15-0. And the pitch is high, 2-0. The set, the 2-0. And Allen with a swing and a miss. It's 2-1. The set and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball, that's high, 3-1. Anyway, just I guess kind of to finish that up, the thought about the pitching staff and so forth. Really, a lot of different guys contribute, all the regular guys on the staff, but some of the position players step up and pick up a couple of innings here and there. And so a good effort to get through 2 weeks of a whole lot of baseball. Full count now, the runners will take off with 2 outs. And a ground ball over to third. That's picked up there, and Jansen will tag the runner Benson on the way toward third base, and the side is retired. Sabercats get 2 more and lead 15-0. Mike Scannell leads off for Arcadia in the bottom of the fourth inning and takes strike one. The 0-1 at the knees, a strike, and it's 0-2. The two-strike pitch fell out of play, first base side. The 1 of the 0-2. And a breaking ball, that's outside. One and two the count on Scannell. And that's on the outside corner, and that's a called third strike. Strikeout number 9 for Madsen.
Preston McLean.
And now Preston McLean will pinch hit for the Titans. This is a good hitting ball club, this Titan team, and so a big deal for Madsen as he has had a good outing here tonight. The ground ball to the first base side, and that is a fair ball picked up, and a tap of the bag is out, number 2. 2 away for Colton Sanchez. Several changes for the Sabercats. Anderson still on left, but Teddy Rubinow is in center field. Chris Ackman is in right. Nick Lagusis is at third. Turner Lace at short. Shane Stansbury at second. Mike Benson at first. Demers still back there for Saguaro as he continues to catch Madsen. First one to Sanchez across for a strike. The 0-1. Just a little bit low. It's a ball and a strike. Talking about good hitting ball club, this Arcadia team came in batting .397. Actually entered the day anyway, hitting .397. The 1-1. At the knees for strike 2. Sanchez walked his first time up. A .385 hitter. The 1-2. And a ground ball to the first base side. Fair ball picked up by Benson. Tap of the bag, and it's a quiet 3-up, 3-down inning. Madsen has retired 7 in a row, and he's got 9 strikeouts through 4 innings. We head to the 5th. Saguaro leads 15-0. And the first pitch across for a strike to Nick Lagusis. The next one across for a strike, and it's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And that ball smacked back up the middle into center field. Lagusis with a leadoff base hit here in the 5th inning. And the batter is Shane Stansbury. Stansbury goes around on the first one for a strike. The 0-1 pitch at the knees, strike 2. Nothing. Sabercats lead in the top of the 5th. And a breaking ball is outside. It's 1-2. Reynolds with the next one. It's a fastball inside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first base and nobody out in the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss. Stansbury strikes out, and there's one out in the 5th. And now another pinch hitter as Woody Johnston will bat. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1 swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. And the pitch goes to the backstop, but Saguaro done running here as the runner hangs on at first base. 1 on and 1 out in the 5th. And that ball hit out to right field. Nader over there as he covers some ground in right field and makes the catch.
Now batting for the Sabercats.
2 away for Teddy Rubin. Swing and a miss for a strike. It's been all Sabercats here tonight. Expected that this one might be a pretty good ball game, and should have been based on records coming in. Arcadia at 13-4. As that one's across for a strike. And going into Thursday, Arcadia was 13-2, but they lost to Notre Dame Prep Thursday night in an East Sky Region game, and then lost to Gilbert Higley in a game earlier today. And that pitch at the knee, strike 3 is called, and the side retired. Sabercats do not score in the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th, it's 15-0. Swing and a miss for a strike as we begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Christian Munoz pinch hitting. And Munoz down a strike as Alan Madsen is out to work the 5th inning. Next pitch outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Andrew Nader, Eddie Lyons scheduled to bat for the Titans in the 5th inning. Arcadia's got to go score 6 times just to force a 6th inning of play. Pitch foul back, and the count 2-2. Yes, that's one thing about it too, talking about the managing the pitching staff and so forth for Arcadia. They're helped out in a way, and it's not something you can project or predict going into the tournament, but they've had several games end early because of the run rule, which cuts down on the number of innings the pitching staff has to come up with as Munoz swings and misses and strikes out. That's strikeout number 10 for Alan Madsen, and he'll go after Andrew Naderer. And the first one outside and high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 1-1. Madsen has retired 8 in a row. In fact, Naderer, the last guy to reach base. He was hit by a pitch with 2 outs in the 2nd. Spoils that one foul on the right side, and it's 1-2. The 1 and the 1-2. Outside corner, strike 3 called. And Nader has something to say to the plate umpire, and he has been ejected from the ball game. And so the plate umpire has ejected Naderer, who strikes out. That is the 11th strikeout for Madsen. And the batter is Eddie Lyon. Now, the bad thing about an ejection, if nothing has changed in high school baseball, is that carries a 1-game suspension.
Catcher number 8, Eddie Lyon.
I don't know for sure if that's still the case or not, as the pitch to Eddie Lyon is near the outside corner for a called strike. Final chance here for the Titans, down to their final out in the 5th, as the pitch is outside, and it's 1-1. Madsen 3 strikeouts in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd. He struck out the side in the 3rd. He got 1 in the 4th, and he's got 2 in the 5th. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Only 3 base runners allowed, 2 walks and a hit batter. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's a no-hitter for Alan Madsen. As he goes 5 innings, he strikes out the side in the 5th. It is a 12 strikeout, no-hit, shutout performance for Alan Madsen. And the Saguaro Sabercats run rule Arcadia in game number 21 on the season for Saguaro. The Sabercats have won their 15th straight ball game as they go to 18-2-1 on the year. And totals on the ball game, lots for Saguaro and nothing for Arcadia is pretty much the rundown, but it's 15 runs for Saguaro as they shut out Arcadia 15-0, the final in this ball game. And it was a 9-run second inning that opened it up for Saguaro. Sabercats added 4 more in the 3rd and 2 in the 4th. And they really pour it on in the ball game tonight for Saguaro. It's, I believe, 15 runs, 15 hits, no errors, and it looks like 5 runners left on base. And for Arcadia, no runs, no hits. They commit an error, and they leave 3 runners on base. And we can't show you very much here with people just kind of standing up in front of us with the camera still going. But the Saguaro Sabercats talking things over in front of their dugout, and it's a great performance for Saguaro as they win it by a final score of 15-0. Again, Saguaro improves to 18-2-1 on the season. Arcadia loses their 3rd straight. They drop to 13-5. And Saguaro will be at home on Tuesday to take on the Campo Verde Coyotes. That'll do it. Again, our final, it's Saguaro 15 and Arcadia 0 from Arcadia High School in Phoenix. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network saying so long. We'll talk to you Tuesday when Saguaro hosts Campo Verde.